On today.com. Oh boy. I don't know, just something I've been seeing on the news waves. This is why I would probably never get married. I would never get married because in this society in America, you know, they have totally confused people, reversed the roles between men and women. They've made women a little bit more liberal and free to society. You know, they've trained the men to be a little bit effeminate. They've, reversed a lot of stuff. So it's like you have a bunch of confusion out here. And then when you play the game of everybody worshiping a check, worshiping money, becomes even worse because you have scandalous people out here. You know, people who probably are willing to be as patient as they can. So when that time comes, they could just up, up and leave, divorce, you know, and get half of your earnings, men, you know, especially black men, so-called black men too. But it's quite, I guess a lot of us won't necessarily learn until it happened to us. You know, you get all the success and fame, and from the jump, you have to understand a woman is going to be with you because you're the highest bidder. You have high value. You're set in the right place financially. You have everything she wants in this world. You know, a woman by nature is a groupie. So for the most part, if she's not looking at you for what you bring to the table on a spiritual level, or let's say how you look, you know, it's gonna come from other reasons as to why she's actually with you. The resources you bring, the fame you bring, or the status you bring, you know, the money, all of this stuff. So today, this right here is just an article from today.com, but it's been on a whole bunch of other spots, including TMZ, who always leaks out the first news that happens over there on the West Coast. But as you see right here, Dr.Dre's wife, Nicole Young, files for divorce after 24 years of marriage. The hip hop mogul's net worth is estimated at 800 million, and according to experts, the couple did not have a prenuptial agreement, which every man who decides that they want to get married, you should have a prenuptial agreement. You know, it's just business. Doesn't mean you don't love the woman, but this is your hard earned, you know, this is your hard life earnings, you know, you know that you grind for. You put in all that, blood, sweat, and tears for all this. So, and for you to have a woman, I mean, he may very well love this woman, but at the same time, she didn't do all of these things to get where y'all both are at. She probably wouldn't necessarily be where she's at if it wasn't for him. I think he sold the beats, Dre beats and everything of that nature, I think, to Apple, and became somewhat of a billionaire. But I mean, I don't know. I don't see why a man would get married to one woman and you have all of these earnings. You have all this stuff. You don't need to get married to no woman. Like, women will come to you at a snap of a finger. You have 10 women that look better than her. You know, you have 100 women that look better than her. But you choose one woman to put all of your investing in. And just like that, whatever happens, she's finna down there suck half of that from him. Probably more. I think California's law, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think she's gonna probably get about probably half or even a little more than half. What I seen, I think on another arc, I think I seen like up to, I don't know. I think I seen about 60%, but I'm not sure. I think they're gonna probably split, but still, that's ridiculous. Like, and I think she filed for divorce. You know, it wasn't like he filed for divorce. So let me get this straight. She probably pressured. I'm not saying, but somebody pressured somebody to marry. But I feel like if you file for divorce, you're leaving out. You really shouldn't. I don't think you deserve anything, from it. But hey, it is what it is. Dr. Dre and his wife Nicole Young have parted ways after 24 years of marriage. Nah, both of them didn't part ways. Nicole Young parted ways after 24 years of marriage. They just try to twist that up. They just say at the top, right here, his wife, Nicole Young, she filed for divorce. So today was confirmed that Nicole Young, aged 50, filed for divorce in Los Angeles County Superior Court, citing irreconcilable differences as the reason for their breakup. Yeah, it's always something. I mean, a lot of women want to get out there and give it one last go at they want to feel free. You let them be free or whatever. But that's why you get a prenuptial agreement. Let it go on way and figure it out on their own. But anyway, Young is also seeking spousal support. So basically, of course, she wants everything. She wants alimony on top of half of what the earnings may be. Let's say if she were to get 400 million, she still wants spousal support. Like literally just draining them, sucking them dry. But let me continue. TMZ was the first publication to break the news of the couple split, along with the claim that they had no prenuptial agreement. As of last year, Forbes estimated the music mogul's net worth at 800 million. Though in 2014, after Apple acquired the rapper's Beats by Dre headphone line for $3 billion, the record producer himself stated he was the first billionaire in hip hop, which is possibly true. Dr. Dre, P. Diddy, they are some of the richest ones out there. Jay-Z, yeah. Let me see. He married her in 1996, and they have 2 adult children. Truce and Truly. He also has 4 other children from previous relationships, one of whom died in '08. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't believe in the whole marriage thing. This society, does all this monogamous relationship stuff, and people out here totally miserable because they set up here and try to commit. A lot of men have tried to commit to these women. A lot of women, for the most part, are forcing, not forcing, but they continue to bring up how they want to be, married and all this stuff. When for the most part, they really don't want to be married. They just want to have the title as wife. Do all of a lot of them out here doing they little thotting, but a lot of them just want the title wife, and a lot of them just want a wedding. They don't really want to be married. They just want to they just want to have a wedding, and they just want to have the title as a wife. But when you rich and famous and your head too big, you're not gonna really listen to people because you think you doing it big, like you got it all. I mean, I know polygamy in America is illegal, but low key a lot of men are dealing with multiple women anyway. So why would you want to get married to one and risk everything that you ever did for your whole, for your future and your life and for their life also? But obviously, I mean, I don't even know the reasons as to why she actually filed for divorce, but usually, usually they just get bored, or they just want to have that freedom that they want, to be able to do what they want. But yeah, this is all I got on this clip. Uh, don't ever marry a woman without a prenuptial agreement. It doesn't make sense to do it, especially if you is by far the breadwinner. You have no reason to do it. That's why nearly 70% of the marriages end up in divorces, and I think another 70% or 50% get divorced after their second marriage. So for the most part, marriage has been a failure than it has been a success. There's more to it than just a big old wedding ring, a wedding dress, a wedding ceremony, and all of that stuff. But yeah, peace.